An incident at the Indian Military Academy has brought a major embarrassment to India as there were physical clashes between the cadets of India and Tajikistan earlier this year. Things have been revealed now and the Indian as well as the Central Asian media has been covering this issue extensively. So what exactly happened at the Indian Military Academy? What actions have been taken and how is this particular incident going to impact the Indo-Tajik relations in the time to come? This video is all about such concerns, so stay tuned. Before jumping on to the issue, let's take a look at the position of Tajikistan on the map. So here you can see the continent of Asia, and in the middle of this continent lies the Republic of Tajikistan, which is a landlocked country with no access to sea. In fact, it is the smallest country in Central Asia, and you will find several landlocked countries in Central Asia such as Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, etc. But for the purpose of this discussion, we shall focus on Tajikistan alone. Here are some quick facts about Tajikistan. It has its capital at Dushanbe and they speak Tajiki apart from Russian, Uzbek and other languages. You can also observe a huge diversity in the country of Tajikistan. They have Tajiks, Uzbeks, Pamiris, Kyrgyz, Russians and many more. And an important fact about this country is that it is not an Islamic republic despite being a Muslim majority nation. Now generally we do not discuss things such as area and population of the countries, but for this particular nation, such parameters including GDP, Human Development Index, etc. are important, especially when you are looking at Tajikistan from the perspective of an Indian. Now since we see Tajikistan's Human Development Index, I want you to guess India's rank in the Human Development Index in the comment section below. I will answer your question shortly, but please do not use Google to answer this. Also, an important piece of information from exam point of view is the details of the embassies and ambassadors of both India and Tajikistan. So the Tajik ambassador to India is Mr. Sultan Rahim Zoda, whose office is located at the embassy of Tajikistan in New Delhi. Similarly, the Indian ambassador to Tajikistan is Mr. Viraj Singh, who has his office in the Tajik capital of Dushanbe. And many people actually know that India has an overseas military base in Tajikistan in Farkhor. But here are some more facts about that military base. You see, it was in a dilapidated state when India took over and restored it in 2005. Dilapidated means it was in a ruined state basically. Another interesting fact is that despite being a military base, India has no active troops in Tajikistan at all. Coming back to the topic, let's see what actually happened at IMA, which has grabbed the attention of several people around the world. There are reports, not one or two, but several ones about a fight that took place between the Indian and foreign cadets at IMA. But at that point of time, not much information was shared in the public domain. So on the 2nd and 3rd of March 2021, 21 foreign cadets, which were Tajik cadets, allegedly attacked the Indian cadets. It is being reported that this was done as a repercussion of a previous incident which had taken place on 24th February 2021. Such an incident is rare because the Indian Military Academy has had a great history and more than 61,000 gentlemen cadets have graduated from this academy, besides over 3,000 gentlemen cadets being of foreign origin. For exam purposes, please make sure you remember that Indian Military Academy was established in 1932 and its current commandant is Lieutenant General Harinder Singh. And you would see the alumni of this academy in prestigious positions in their respective countries, such as Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, Captain Vikram Batra, and even our current Army Chief, General Manoj Mukund Narwane. One of the attractions of Indian Military Academy is its location. The other one is Shetwood Hall, which has the IMA Museum, a museum that houses captive Patton tanks from Pakistan and also the service revolver of Amir Abdullah Khan Niazi, which he surrendered to Lieutenant General Jagjit Singh Arora in 1971. Here is the list of countries from where most of the foreign gentlemen cadets belong, and this list is not exhaustive because from time to time several other countries also send in their people to be trained at the Indian Military Academy. This list includes countries such as Angola, Afghanistan, Bhutan, Myanmar, Iraq and even Malaysia, which was highly anti-India under Mahathir Mohamad. Also, Philistini cadets also get trained at Indian Military Academy, and this is the same Philistine which blamed India for supporting Israel at UNHRC, even though India did not vote for Israel at that point of time. Now you might be wondering what happened after the fight. According to the reports, 4 Indian and 6 Tajik cadets have been issued show cause notices, and even the battalion commander, who is generally a colonel officer, has also been held responsible. All the people involved have been dealt accordingly, and not much news is going to come out of the academy regarding this matter. Before moving further, let me tell you that India ranks 131st on Human Development Index as per the data of 2019. Now, why does this news concern us? So much that the Tajik ambassador and their defense attaché paid a visit to Tajik cadets at the academy. You see this post in the Eurasian Times. 3 incidents took place at IMA on February 24, March 2 and March 3. The episode has come as an embarrassment for the two friendly countries, forcing the ambassador of Tajikistan and the defense attaché to visit the Indian Military Academy. India has its own interest in Tajikistan, not because we have to exploit their resources, but because Tajikistan is a friend. A friend who has been engulfed in the debt trap of China and in the past had to give away their 1000 square kilometers of land to the Chinese. And China claims around 2 lakh square kilometers of Tajik land. Here is an article from 2011 when the Tajik parliament had ratified this process, and it reads, Tajikistan cedes land to China, and in between the lines if you read it says, it is not clear where exactly the land to be ceded is or how many people live there. Now this question was answered a few years later when the residents of Tajik-Afghan border confirmed the presence of Chinese outposts. Here is another article, a recent one from 2019, which quotes a Chinese soldier. We have been here for 3-4 years, a soldier who gave his surname as Ma said in a brief conversation while his Chinese comrades, guided by a Tajik interpreter, bought snacks and topped up their mobile SIM cards. And here in the picture you can see the Wakhan corridor, which is very close to the Afghan-Tajik border, and it is in the close proximity of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. So a Chinese presence in or around this region must ring the bells for India. Since this incident at IMA took place almost 3 months back, Pakistan has been watching it all, but not silently. In the meantime, Pakistan has tried appeasing Tajikistan on various occasions, and they have even offered to sell weapons to Tajikistan. You can read about this matter in this news article, which reads, India keeps careful watch on Pakistan offer to sell arms to old ally Tajikistan. And an important fact about this deal is that these weapons will be made in Pakistan. So it is quite clear that Pakistan is capitalizing on such issues, and they have also invited Tajikistan to avail the CPEC facilities. So this video ends here, and I would like to leave you all with some mesmerizing pictures of the Wakhan corridor.